You'd think after 50 episodes we know what we're doing, but no. But I'm even on the wrong damn thing. I need to be on this one. Golly. I swear. I don't even know. Anyway, this is the second time we did this today. So anyway, we're going to try to act like it was brand new. Welcome to the Big Promo Cast, episode 50. Good morning. Not really. I'm going to do 10 tips to jumpstart your marketing with video and also ways to increase your revenue. Hint, merch.
And I'm going to be talking about limiting screen time a little bit, and as well as some stuff that Clubhouse is doing to scale.
Very cool. All right. Where's this thing? Okay, here we go.
Welcome to the Big Promo Cast with Amber and Rich. In this podcast, Amber and Rich discuss the world of marketing, branding, and promotional products. Now, here's Amber and Rich.
We're having some fun, huh? Good afternoon, Amber.
Good afternoon, Rich.
It is straight up. You know what? I turned off the clock. I wonder if I turned the clock back on. 4 o'clock. It's probably 49 outside. I don't know. But anyway.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
How was your birthday?
It was pretty awesome.
What did you do for your birthday?
Well, I went to Razzoo's for dinner.
No, you never go to Razzoo.
I go every year.
That's right.
That
I'm
is
kidding.
my annual birthday tradition.
That is. Okay.
So my husband and I went to Razzoo's, and then we went to Barnes & Noble, and I spent a lot of money.
Do they still have Barnes & Noble? I'm sorry. We did this 2 hours ago, but anyway.
Yes, they definitely do.
That's funny. When you say you spent a lot of money, do you spend $500?
No, not $500. I spent $137.
That's a lot of money at a
Yeah,
bookstore.
it is.
Golly. You should have went to half price books. You would have spent $65.
I know, but we were right there.
Oh, well, that's okay.
Yeah, it was in the same little outdoor mall thing.
Did you buy books or games or magazines or what?
Books.
Cool.
Yeah.
Hardcover books, no Kindles, regular books, paper. And
Regular paperback books.
Wow. Lots of stuff to move later.
Yes.
Well, anyway.
But I love paperback.
Oh, I know. I'm with you. Yeah, I like a book. I don't like carrying one around, but that's why I like my Kindle. But I do like I like the texture of the old school. That's just the way it is. But
Yeah.
anyway. Yeah, reading on your phone is bad. It
Yeah.
adds to screen time.
Yes, it does.
Speaking of screen time. Oh, wait a minute. Do you want us to go first?
Sure.
What would you like to talk about first?
I'll talk about minimizing screen time.
You're so funny. Let me hit this button here. Nope, that's the wrong one. It's this one. And that's the wrong thing. So, but that's cool. I can bounce over. I can adapt. Anyway.
All right. So I found this article talking about minimizing screen time, especially with coronavirus and the pandemic and everything. We've all been kind of stuck inside. Even after the snowstorm that we just had.
Brutal.
Everybody's stuck inside, and they're on their computers. They're watching Netflix. Kids are watching Disney Plus with parents.
Right.
I watch Disney Plus all the time. But with all this screen time, I mean, we know how bad it is for us to have excessive screen time. It's bad on your eyes. It messes with your hormone levels, all kinds of things.
Mm-hmm.
So I found this article on tips to minimize your screen time.
Okay.
So I'm only going to read a few of them. There's quite a few in this article.
Right.
But the first one is being intentional about your screen time.
Okay.
So you need to know what you're going online for, or getting on your phone for, or getting on your tablet, or whatever. Know what you're doing it for, and then stick to that thing.
It's hard to do.
It is, because focus is difficult.
Plus alerts and notifications. We talked
Yeah.
about that, but yeah.
Yeah. Well, and one of the other things is turn off your notifications.
Yeah.
That's, for some people, it's like, oh, but I need to know whenever this is, somebody comments or whatever. I've turned my notifications off on Facebook.
Yeah.
Because my phone was blowing up with notifications. And I was like, you know what? I can't do this. I can't be on my phone constantly.
I remember a few months ago, I deleted Facebook off my phone completely for about 2 hours.
Yeah, I got off of Facebook for a while, like a month and a half or
You mean got off, like didn't even go on it on the computer or nothing?
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's tough.
It
Isn't
was
that crazy?
It was tough.
Something didn't even exist 10 years ago. Now we can't live without it. It's just so funny. Yeah, screen time is bad.
Another one is going outside when possible.
Oh, good call. Yeah.
So, especially with the way screen time affects your hormone levels and stuff, you go outside and that increases your serotonin. It helps you, the sunlight, the vitamin D actually adjust your hormone levels.
Yeah.
So that way you're happier. And, just being outside in general is very good to help your mood.
True.
And then the last one I've got for you is look for hobbies or activities that don't involve a screen.
Wow.
It's also kind of difficult.
Yeah, no kidding.
Because, like, whenever I'm crocheting and stuff.
Oh, well, yeah, okay. Knitting, whatever. Working on your car. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, but when I crochet, I've been known to get on YouTube to learn about a new, crochet stitch or whatever. But then once I've figured out what I'm doing, I'll put the screen away, and then I'll just sit there and I'll crochet.
It's hard when you're sitting on YouTube. I mean, right now, down here, there's probably 5 or 6 links they want you to click on.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's horrible. Here's another tip for helping with screen time is get yourself some Blu Blocker glasses like these.
Yes.
You can put your logo on the side if you want, or your message. I have on iPhones, I don't know if they have this on Android, they have the screen time monitor app. It only tells you about your phone usage, but it'll tell you from week to week if you're using more or less, and kind of keeps you in check.
Yeah. There's another one of the tips on there is knowing how long you are on screens.
Yeah.
Pay attention to that, because you'll be able to figure out, oh, I'm spending way too much time on screens, and figure out where you can reduce some of that time.
Yeah, cool. And that was that. Mine is going to be Taylor's she's in our industry. She's a big TikToker. But she wrote a thing for one of our industry blogs about jumpstarting video content.
Okay.
And I'm guilty of a lot of this post imperfect content. So, when I first started doing this, 6-8 months ago, I did get hung up on the fact that it didn't look great or whatever. It didn't look perfect, but you just got to go. The next one she says is invest in equipment. And I wouldn't, even if it's basic equipment, most people have a phone that'll shoot video.
Yeah.
And it's probably a really, really good phone or a really good camera. And all you need is a YouTube account and a Facebook account, which are free. So, or TikTok or whatever you decide to do. So I don't think you should invest in anything unless you just really, really have a bunch of money and you feel like it. But you don't really have to.
Yeah, Gary V talks all the time about don't worry about it being perfect. Don't worry about getting all the fancy bells and whistles.
Yep.
Just start doing it.
Just get yourself out there.
Yeah.
So anyway, there's some good stuff on that. And get to the point. That's another good one. Instead of doing all this intro stuff like you and me do, maybe we should rethink it and just immediately start talking, start giving value. But I don't know. I'd like to make a show out of it, but that's just me. Anyway, Facebook, LinkedIn. Yeah, be everywhere. I agree with that too.
Oh, yeah.
But let's see this one. What I don't have anything to add to that except that video's not going anywhere.
Yeah.
And people are talking. I'm in the middle. In fact, I didn't bring this up earlier, but I'm in the middle of this conference called Podfest.
Okay.
And which officially starts Monday, but this week is the preview of it, which is called VidFest. So it's a bunch of podcasters that are doing seminars and classes and stuff like all day this week. Every day this week, all day. In fact, I'm not doing it now because I should be, but about putting their podcast on video. Not necessarily live, but recording it so it can be on video. So
Yeah.
Anyway, that's another way to do it. Just more avenues, more outlets, more content, more stuff. Anyway.
And get creative about it.
Yeah, and just get out there.
Yeah.
Do it. What you got?
All right. Clubhouse. So for those who don't know, Clubhouse is a social media network. It's fairly new. It started in March of 2020.
Oh, wow. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it is all audio. So everything on there, all the group chats that they do are completely audio. There's no texting or anything like that. And they have all kinds of groups on different topics. You have different people speaking, and you can interact and engage with everybody.
There's no pictures.
Yes,
And
no
there's-
picture.
And there's no typing, so it's unless you type your bio, but that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, what they do in order to bring people in and get new members is that existing members invite their friends. So you can't just sign up because you want to. You have to be invited.
Yep.
Now, this is called the velvet rope strategy, where they are keeping their members to almost like a VIP type of status.
Okay.
And what that does is it makes more people want to be in, because they're missing out if they,
Sure.
can't just sign up. It also builds trust in the app. So you've got people who are inviting you, which means that they've already been on the app. They already like it. They know it. And so it helps you, the invitee, be able to know, oh, hey, my friend has already vetted this. They like it. And that makes you more likely to actually sign up for it.
Yeah.
And then it also makes it really cheap to scale, because you're not spending a whole lot of money on marketing or anything like that.
I don't think I spent anything on marketing.
Yeah, probably not.
Yeah. All they're getting is press. I mean, articles like what you find and what everybody's talking about, all the buzz.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's awesome.
And I mean, everybody knows that referrals are the best way to bring in business. And that's what they're doing. That's all they're doing is referrals.
Right.
So, and they're scaling really, really quickly.
Controlled though. They're not
Yeah.
they're not like opening the door to the world. They're
Right.
doing it in a very controlled, methodical way.
Mm-hmm.
It's really, really smart. Because you don't want to. You want everybody that's there to have a good experience.
Yes.
If all of a sudden you had 20 million people on it, it would start breaking down.
Yeah.
So anyway.
So yeah, that's what I got on that.
That's it? I thought we talked about more than that. Maybe not. Okay. Fine. I can't think of anything to add. It's so funny. Side note, we did this earlier today, and we've had some audio problems, so we're doing it again. So it's not as fresh as... We've already said all this stuff to each other, so it's hard to remember what you said before. So anyway. Our buddies at Forbes, which is a trusted publication,
Yes.
put an article out, 5 ways to create additional revenue for your business. And the very first one is launch a merch line,
Yes.
which is perfect. We talked about this a few weeks ago about how restaurants are making money when they're not selling food by selling merch.
Mm-hmm.
And actually, it's kind of trendy to have, as a consumer, to have a shirt or a cap or something from your favorite place.
Yes.
More mom and pop stuff than chains. Like nobody runs around with a Chili's T-shirt, but they would have a Joe Blow's Diner T-shirt or Bar and Grill dive bar stuff.
But you know what? They may also have a what was it? The Sonic.
You mean the
wrap
wrap
thing that
blanket
we
thing?
talked
Yeah.
about? They're absolutely chains doing that kind of stuff.
Okay,
KFC
you're right,
is
you're right.
doing everything.
You're right. Okay, that's not what okay. That was. You're right. When you're right, you're right. KFC does, and they do some tricky stuff. In fact, fast food merch, McDonald's hoodies. You're right. But a Chili's T-shirt. Anybody want a Chili's T-shirt? I don't know. Maybe. Who knows? Anyway, but yeah, they can make money, and it also creates advertising. And I brought that up so I could bring up this. Oh, here's the McDonald's hoodies and and the Dunkin' Donuts did the wedding thing. Of course, I'll take it all back. Chains, of course, chains are way deep into it. Dunkin' did the wedding where they actually rent out a Dunkin' Donuts. You can have your wedding there, and there's all kinds of wedding gifts and apparel and stuff to go with it.
It's so crazy to me.
The one thing I found though was this Milwaukee Tools website has Milwaukee Tools swag. They sell this shirt, 2 colors on the back, 1 color on the front, for $5.
That's crazy.
I don't think we could do it for $5.
I don't think we could.
I don't think we'd sell it for $5 unless they like thousands and thousands. But they're really just covering their costs so they can have people, a bunch of guys at construction sites run around and with their Milwaukee stuff on.
Yeah, $5 billboards walking around everywhere.
All over the place. All these construction guys. So, as far as increasing revenue, merch is a good way to do it. Other stuff is white label your products. Maybe do that. Where you sell, XYZ and you sell it under another brand name. Adding a subscription-based model to your sales, maybe. I don't know. Affiliate programs could be. But merch is a winner for sure.
Yes.
That's it for that one.
And that has literally been proven through studies that promotional products are the best type of advertising.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you get a 98% response rate through promotional products.
I didn't know that number.
Yes.
Look at you pulling stuff out. Well, all I know is that it creates physical engagement. A lot of these people that are doing virtual events, a lot of the things like, we're going to have a virtual Zoom meeting on Tuesday, and nobody shows up. A bunch of people sign up, or a webinar or whatever, and they don't show up to it. And one thing you have to do is create some kind of physical engagement and make them show up.
Yep.
Whether it's a drink kit or a yoga kit or a coffee kit or some kind of online something where they have to be there at that moment to do it.
Yeah. A
magic show or some kind of comedian, some kind of thing where they have to be there at the moment. I was talking to listening to another webinar a guy was doing, because everybody says, is there going to be a replay? Is there going to be a replay? He doesn't show the replays for 90 days because he wants you to show up at the moment.
That's smart.
Yeah. I mean, because you don't want, if you're trying to drive excitement for something and you have 500 people or 1,000 people and you're hustling a product or something into your company, you want everybody to be on the same team as far as, you don't want somebody to casually watch it, 3 days later.
Yeah.
Because they don't get the experience. It's much more fun to do it at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
And you try to recreate an in-person thing. Intangible products help you do that. So if everybody's sitting there with the same coffee mug in their home, hey, cheers on Zoom or whatever. It's kind of what that's for. So
cool.
That's all I got about that. Are we done? This one's very awkward, but that's all right. 51 will be better, I promise.
Yes.
You got any shout-outs?
I want to shout out to Barnes & Noble.
Oh, that's right.
For taking all my money. Also, I want to shout out to the National Eating Disorder Awareness, or the National Eating Disorder Association.
Okay.
This week is National Eating Disorder Awareness Week.
Okay.
Which is
I didn't know
something.
that.
Yeah, it's always the week of my birthday.
Oh, okay.
But it is very, very important to me.
Uh-huh.
I don't know if you know or not, but I dealt with an eating disorder really, really bad in my early 20s.
I did not know that.
Yeah. I actually almost literally died from it. And
gosh.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad you got through it.
Yeah. And now, I don't deal with it hardly at all. I just...
You still have issues?
Yeah, I mean, I still have, negative thoughts and stuff like that.
Oh, that's horrible.
But it's not like I'm starving myself anymore. I still eat like I'm supposed to.
Man, that's good.
So, it's something.
Keep your strength up.
Yeah, it's something that has been very important to me. I usually do, the Facebook fundraiser thing. I usually do it for NEDA.
Yeah.
I didn't do any fundraiser this year, but
Yeah.
but yeah, it's really cool. This week is all about awareness and teaching people about it. So yeah.
Nice. Okay, good. National Eating Disorder Awareness. Good.
Yeah.
It's a good one.
You got any shout outs?
Just Baylor Hospital up in Frisco, Texas, where I got my COVID shot yesterday. And that was painless and pretty easy to get through. A couple hundred people were in line ahead of me, but it all worked out. So, but no, that's it. That's all I got.
And you said it didn't take very long either, right?
Nope. It looked like it was going to take forever, but it was zip right through it. Took about an hour, so
nice.
Wasn't a big thing at all. The hardest part was sitting there at the end waiting 15 minutes where they want to make sure you don't have any reaction. Here, sit over here and don't do anything for 15 minutes. Try that. But luckily I had my screen with me, so I was good. Callback. How about that for a callback? Anyway. All right, Amber. We did it. We got another 20 minutes out of this.
All right, cool.
Let's hope the sound worked out this time.
Yes.
Next week, we will come back at our regular time at 11 o'clock Central.
Yes.
I'm going to start saying noon Eastern instead.
Okay.
Anyway. We good?
Yeah. See you next week, guys.
See you next week, everybody. Thanks for watching. Bye.